Hello and welcome to my training on the 3 hidden toxins that are keeping you and your baby depleted, exhausted, bloated, and nutrient depleted, and how to remove them safely, especially if you are pregnant or nursing. If you've never met me before, my name is Maurice and I am the Sovereign Mother, and I help women become more sovereign so that they can leave a lasting legacy for their families. And I truly believe that the way that I step into sovereignty and will teach you by the end of this training is the first step. And so, welcome here. And I hope that what you get from this training will either move you or at least integrate within you so that you have a bit more of a sense of sovereignty for you and your family and your life. So if you're pregnant or nursing, constantly exhausted, bloated, nutrient depleted, this is going to be for you. If that's not you, don't waste your time. Your time is your most valuable resource. And I want to make sure that the people I'm speaking to feel that this deeply in their soul is the thing that they're going to spend their time on today. The first thing that I want to talk to you guys is about toxins in motherhood, right? If you feel like you want to detox your body, but you do a quick Google search and the first thing that pops up is detoxing is not safe, is not recommended for you if you are pregnant or nursing, or go ask your provider about if it's okay. You're going to find that you meet these walls where people are like, nope, it's not safe for you to do. Nope, it's not safe for you to do. Here's what I'm going to tell you as a mom who has been nursing and pregnant for the last 5 years. I detoxed through 2 of my pregnancies and through 2 of my postpartums because my body was giving me the messages. And what I have found through research and through actual experience is that your babies, they get your blueprint, right? They get the toxins that you have. They also get the nutrients that you have. But a lot of the toxins often block your body from being able to absorb nutrients. So instead, your baby is just getting like a blueprint of toxicity. Toxins sometimes can pass through the breast milk. And so, what we're going to talk about today is how to make it safe for you to do this so that it doesn't pass to the baby. Something I also believe to be true based off of how my kids came out is that your body, when you are pregnant, is probably the safest to detox because you have the stem cells from the placenta, as well as the placenta filtering things out. And your liver is actually taking a lot of the hit, which is why a lot of women who are pregnant have a lot of issues in pregnancy, like preeclampsia, pregnancy-related cholestasis, PUPS rash, the brain fog, the gastrointestinal issues. All of those things are actually related to an overburdened liver. And an overburdened liver means that there's too many toxins in the body because the liver is what cleans the blood. So the 3 hidden toxins, so I'm just reading notes, that's why I'm going over here to the side. The 3 hidden toxins that are going to really drain you and impact your baby are parasites, heavy metals, and endocrine disruptors. These are all things that need to be addressed ideally before pregnancy, but it's okay to have these detoxes while you're pregnant. Parasites are just, they're part of our life because we are constantly being bombarded with toxins, and because of the antibiotics and different pharmaceuticals that are available now, our body's immune system and our actual like defensive response has weakened, and so we get exposed to a lot more, and our body is not like they become a lot more resilient like as far as like bacteria, viruses, parasites, things like that. And if your body is not healthy because you are not, one, getting the nutrients that it needs, and two, you're not living in alignment with like the conditions your body needs to be healthy, then these parasites, bacteria, viruses get a lot stronger. And it's kind of hard to release them unless you know exactly what to do. They actually steal a lot of the nutrients that you and your baby needs. They're going to give you those cravings that you have, which often leads to the bloating that you feel and the exhaustion and the fatigue that you feel. So, what I want to be able to share with you is how to gently clear these parasites and these different, bacteria, viruses out without like making it so harsh on your body, because also when you're pregnant and you're nursing, like you're already so like your nervous system is already just like a baseline more dysregulated than you would be if you were not that. Because as soon as you give birth, specifically, so this is postpartum, is when you give birth, your amygdala turns on. And so your stress is just, that's just what it is. It's a little bit stressful. And some women I've seen can like handle it really, really well. That was not me. When I was postpartum with my children, a lot of issues came up, a lot of mood issues, a lot of cravings, a lot of skin issues. And this is actually how I got down this path. I started detoxing with my second pregnancy, and it really opened my eyes to the narratives around pregnant women, like detoxing and doing things for their body that they would normally do um, with their bodies without having a baby in them. So the next thing that really affects the baby and you are heavy metals. And if you have ever gotten any sort of pharmaceuticals, vaccinations, anything like that, they carry heavy metals in them. And when you're pregnant, the your body pulls heavy metals through your body into the baby's body. And when I learned that your body, like, basically gives them your toxic load, I started to put the two things together, that your blueprint is the blueprint for your baby. So the quicker that you can get your body clean, the quicker their body is going to be clean, because we're constantly giving them nutrients from the moment we conceive them until they stop basically drinking milk from us. And then at that point, they're relying on food, but is that food even bioavailable to them? So this is like a prime time when we're pregnant or nursing them to be able to give them a clean slate by giving ourselves a clean slate. And while I'm telling you this, I'm actually in the middle of doing one of my advanced detox protocols right now for the 10th time. That I am about 3.5 months postpartum with my third baby. So I am still nursing, and I have a regular detox practice with different modalities, which I'll tell you more about later. The third thing that really affects your body when we're pregnant or nursing, but just in general, are endocrine disruptors. So this is going to be like fragrances, plastic, tap water, processed food. These all have endocrine disruptors. And what that means is that it affects your hormonal systems, which also then lead to hormonal imbalances, which then lead to things like mood disorders, skin issues, which is what I found out about myself. Like, no matter how clean of a life you live, you are going to be exposed to these things. Like, I lived off grid, eat organic food. I wash all my things. I'm very like, I'm like a food narc. I'm a food or a water narc. And I still have all these toxins because I got my parents' toxic blueprint because they're generally speaking not very conscious. And I also, when I was growing up, had a lot of toxins that I was exposed to. And um, it's just super important to realize that like we're never ever going to be completely rid of toxins. So like detoxing is actually a spiritual sacred practice that I am a huge supporter of. And this is why I believe detox is the first step to sovereignty. And I want to invite you, if this is something that, you are feeling is right for you, I want to invite you to learn how to safely remove these things without risking, your milk supply or risking your baby's health, which is the most common question that I get whenever I am asked or getting questions from people who are curious about detoxing while pregnant or nursing. The thing that we want to do, right? Our detox organs are going to be our skin, our liver, and our kidney. The thing that we want to do is support their natural ability to detox. We're not going in here and taking like a crazy cleanse or anything like that. I am not a proponent of that because it's just one, really dangerous, and two, um, there are a lot of like herbs and things that you shouldn't take. The approach that I have when I'm detoxing is supporting the body's natural ability to detox with food and with very natural substances that I have researched. Like you cannot get sick from them. Absolutely cannot get sick from them. And we also need to know how to get them out of our bodies quickly. And so again, my fundamental protocol for detoxing is always supporting the body's natural ability to do this. And when you do these things, whenever you detox in this way, everything starts to work better. Like your skin gets brighter and it heals. Like I've done my detox protocol every single year because I find that my cycles, like the toxins in my body start to kind of build up around the same time, which is more so like the winter time when I'm not moving as much. Um, so I do these detox practices like throughout the year, but then I do like a heavy cleanse around the same time every year during the winter. Um, so I want to invite you to sit with this idea that like you can detox your body safely, even if you are pregnant or nursing. And you don't need permission from a doctor to do this. Because for me, I've had two wild pregnancies, two free births. My third birth, which was my second free birth, was completely painless and orgasmic. And I actually did my detox protocols leading up to my birth. And everything that I used in my detox protocol is what I used in my labor, actually. And I was able to achieve something that I honestly didn't know I was able to. Like, I had the capacity to. I was actually fully surrendered to the idea that I might have a painful birth, but like, there's no doubt in my mind that I could have a successful free birth because I had done it before. So, if this is something that really sits well with you, I would love for you to join my Detox and Thrive program. It is very just amazing for learning these holistic detox protocols that will not only support you, but you'll be able to teach these protocols to your kids and your family. And again, my whole thing is like helping women become sovereign and freeing them so that they leave a lasting legacy for their family. If your kids know how to do these detox protocols before, they grow up out of your home and leave the nest, they're going to be set up so incredibly because I don't approach detox just from the physical body sense. Like we're not just physically detoxing toxins. we're also detoxing toxins energetically and emotionally, and really taking a holistic viewpoint for detoxing your life. Because ultimately, to become free and sovereign, you have to be able to let go of like what doesn't serve you. And this is ultimately what this program is about. So I'd love to invite you to Detox and Thrive. And right now, you get a special price if you click the link below. And I hope to see you in there.